like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for If Loving You Was Wrong. This is season 3, episode 18, which is the season finale. And as I was watching, I hope everybody had a great day. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love, peace and love. I like to just start getting into this thing so I'm not just talking for the first 2 minutes about other stuff. I feel like Tyler Perry is like a crack dealer. Meaning, you know what you peddling to the people is bullshit and they don't really need it. But you give it to them anyway because you're making money from it. I feel like in a way, Tyler Perry is our crack dealer. Meaning, he's giving us these shows that we love. But he know what he giving us ain't right. We got so many unanswered questions. Nothing to me seems resolved because I feel like you can't just continue ignoring other stuff. I mean, heck, where's Pete? Where the fuck is Andrew? Where is Randal's mother? Okay, how long is Joey in jail for? Where the hell is Claudia? Where's Julius? I just have all these unanswered questions, and I feel like Tyler Perry just selling me crack because I keep watching the episodes. I keep watching them the same way people who shouldn't be on crack still smoke crack. Tyler Perry is a crack dealer. He's our crack dealer. And I'm just so tired of being on crack. I just, even though this was an okay episode, it is better than what I expected it to be. He's still a crack dealer and it's still good on my goddamn old nerves. Anywho, we see Brad finally does find out that Alex has been lying about who switched the dang on test for that baby. And, Dr. So-and-so, because I don't remember her name ever, is saying, I didn't tell her that I switched the test. I told her that I did not do it. She's a goddamn on lie and the truth is not in her. I didn't do it. Alex, tell this man I didn't do that. And then she said, well, she kind of suggested that maybe. And she's like, no, Brad said, no, you said that she said it out her own mouth that she did it. And she just said that she didn't. He's like, just tell the truth. And she's like, just tell the truth, Alex. Alex finally tells the truth. She didn't do it. She didn't say it. Well, it's about goddamn time. So, that was one bombshell that we finally had the answer to, even though we already knew that. It's a good thing that now Alex is calling her lies. So, Brad pissed. I told her to tell me. Why am I talking like I'm from Wakanda right now? He's not from Wakanda. I think I got my Hey Auntie shirt on that I got, that I ordered or whatever. Anyway, hey Auntie, if you ain't seen Black Panther, go see it. So, he like, I'm done with you. I'm tired. I gave you the opportunity. I asked you if there was any lies and you did not come forth and tell me the goddamn truth. So I'm done. It's over. I'm out. And he leaves. The doctor like, why would you tell him that I did it? That's crazy. So Randal walk up like, so you did switch it, you didn't switch it, like which one is it? She's like, I didn't do anything. No, I didn't. He says, well, that doesn't matter. I'm going to sue you anyway. And she looked at him like, boy, bye. And she walks away as if you can't sue me because someone lied to you and told you I did something that I didn't do. And not only that, the courts ordered the DNA test. The courts did. So my thing is there was some mix up that had nothing to do with that doctor, period. The people who came and swabbed y'all mouths, y'all didn't even go to the hospital to get your mouth swabbed. They swabbed Randal's mouth at his house. I don't know what they swabbed, not Marcy, Alex at, but Randal, shut the fuck up. So at that point, Alex is just outdone because she's caught in all kind of lies. And then like, you need to just give up, because I've already won. You can't beat me. I'm a master manipulator. in this situation of, getting people to do, he know how he is with I'm a mad, he's like a psychologist or something, but he like, basically, you can't beat me, you need to just give up. And she's like, you're right, the baby is yours, it is what it is, but also, not only is my baby yours, so is Marcy baby yours too, and she in this room right here. I'm looking like, Alex, you a whole goddamn snitch out in these streets, just because you got caught in your lies, you want to go ahead and sell out Marcy, you old punk ass bitch, you. And that made me mad, it really, really did. So he's like, well, how do you know the baby's mine? And she's like, do the math, Randal. But I'm like, you can't trust Alex, because Alex did her own goddamn math and kept swearing up and down that her baby was Brad's, and it wasn't. So her math don't add up either, but we ain't talking about that right now. Okay, so she basically leave, like, go call, say it for Marcy, and leave me alone. So you gonna sick this man on somebody else. See, Alex is the perfect example of, I did all these things wrong, and I'm so upset at the wrong that I did. Let me point the finger to everybody else except myself. You slept with this man, this crazy ass man. This is your fault, and you need to just own up to that. But it is what it is. I know I drink too much water as always. Randal, old stalker ass, then go into the room fucking with Marcy. Marcy laying there calm, cool, trying to chill down and be calm and not be, have her blood pressure risen. And she realized that it is Randal who came in and not Brad. And I'm just like, can somebody please kill him already? Could somebody please just go ahead and take Randal out one good time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just some kind of way. Kill him dead. You know what I'm saying? This 187, murder, death, kill. Let's just have him go out. And, he come in like, oh, I'm just here to check on my wife. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? What we gonna name the baby? She like, what? Look, I ain't your wife no more. Leave me be. This ain't your baby. This ain't your baby. This is Brad's baby. He like, it's my baby. We gonna name him Randal. Ain't Alex baby named Randal? Didn't you name that baby Randal? You gonna have two goddamn Randals? You can't do it, bro. It ain't legal. You should not do that. So she like, look, you need to leave. I ain't dealing with you. We divorced. He like, what? And she's like, yeah, I got the papers. You signed the papers. She's like, I didn't sign no damn divorce papers. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't divorce you. She's like, look, I ain't got time for you. We divorced and I'm done. But what made me mad about this scene is Randal is sitting up there taunting her, like rubbing on her, like touching her arms. I am a person who, I don't like when creepy men touch women. I feel like Randal was like a rapist, and we have consistently watched Randal rape women by touching them and just getting it. Just it's with his inappropriate mental games. It's like he's consistently raping them over and over mentally, and it just made my skin crawl. I really didn't care. And once he realized that some kind of way it's some divorce papers, he think Larry had me sign them other papers. He must have switched them and tricked me. This motherfucker here got me messed up. So then he leave talking about he gone, Larry tricked me and I'm going to go handle that. He leave, Marcy lay back down, and was what it was. We then see Kelly. Kelly's still in the dang interrogation room, doing what she do best, crying, talking too much. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm a murderer. I'm a bad mom. I can still see his dead body. I can still smell his blood. I get Kelly is in shock, and she's been in shock all goddamn season, and it is what it is. However, I need her to grow some balls. I need her to be strong. I need her to, because my thing is, she was such a badass before. You know what I'm saying? Kelly was never this little cowardly, dependent on everybody else. I don't know. It's just Kelly's character has deteriorated the past 2, probably 3 seasons, honestly. And it's just a bunch of fakery and bullshit, and I don't like it. Because she's in this interrogation room crying, still talking. And they done consistently told her, Kelly, you can't be in here saying shit. Every time someone tells Kelly don't say anything, she say everything. And my thing is, Kelly can't be that remedial even if she's in shock. She still has to have some common sense about her to know if you want to get out of this situation, you need to do certain things. And it's like she just won't do them. It's like, but bitch, do you want to go to prison? And it's not even a thing of she's innocent of killing Travis. She definitely did kill him, but at the end of the day, she know why she did it, and she know that she can probably get off if she shut the fuck up, but she won't. So Lucian like, look, I need you to calm down. I got you a visitor. It's Natalie. I'm like, they forever sticking people into these dang on jails. I'm just like, how is it going down like this? You had David sneaking Wyatt in on the have and the have-nots, and now you got Lucian sneaking Nelly in on If Loving You Was Wrong. I'm like, just look, the law and order on these shows is just all out of whack. Nelly come in like, you look bad, Kelly. What's wrong? You're looking really down right now, and not even mean that she looks physically unkempt. She looks emotionally and mentally off, and Natalie can see it. So they're basically talking or whatever, and again she says, I can't believe this, I just can't do this. Here, I wrote you this letter, read the letter later on. It's just a thank you letter for helping me, helping with justice and stuff, and I just need you to read it later, and I'm just so thankful for you, and thank you so much. When she said that, she bring up how her lawyer, show her the evidence, and the evidence makes it look really, really bad. And, it's the evidence is bad. The time she don't get as bad, double life. And, it's just so much. And I just can't believe it. And Lucian like, Kelly, I need you to stop talking in here. He didn't tell you that the whole time you've been in there. And, Natalie, I'm going to come, see you later. It's okay. When Natalie walked out the room, I wrote on here, Kelly gonna kill herself. That is literally what I wrote in my notes. I said, Kelly gonna kill herself because she's it's a reason she's, oh my God, so depressed. Kelly gonna try and kill herself, or she gonna kill herself. That's what I guess at this particular point in time. That was my note said. So yeah, that scene ends with Kelly still sitting with her hands in her face in her hands, and Lucian and Kelly leaving. Now we see Lucian and Natalie leaving. We see Natalie telling Lucian, you need to check on her. We see Natalie telling Esperanza, you need to check on Kelly. You need to check on Kelly. Kelly is doing really bad. Just keep checking on her to make sure she is okay. Esperanza too busy asking Natalie about what she think about Steven, and Natalie like, bitch, this ain't about you, about Steven. We can't be being petty right now and talking about you and this dude. Like, leave it, let it go. Kelly's in a really bad situation. Bitch, priorities. Okay? So, we see the whole thing. It was what it was. Back to Marcy. Marcy's in the hospital. Brad come back in. He go, oh my God. Because he all upset because we found out about Alex or whatever. So, he like, oh my God, this is so stupid. It's like, yeah, I know Randal came in here ranting and raving. Alex told him that I'm pregnant, that it's his baby. She told him that I was here too, where my room was. He like, oh my gosh, she's such an asshole. I can't believe she did that. I just found out also that she lied when she told me the doctors with the DNA test, it wasn't her. She's been lying this whole time. I'm so done with her. She's like, oh, it's okay, Ray. He like, no, I'm done with her. I'm leaving. I'm going to the house, packing my shit, and I'm leaving. She like, where you going? Where you gonna go to, Brad? He says, I'm gonna go to our place if that's okay with you. I'm looking like, oh, so now you want to come back to our apartment, huh? But you left me high and try to go back to this. See, I would have been like, it ain't that easy, bruh. Ain't that easy. But for some reason, Marcy still had this soft spot for Brad. But I'm like, girl, whatever. Brad then says, well, how's your boyfriend gonna think about, me moving back in? And she's like, what? He's my boyfriend. We just went on out to dinner because I told him my house. And he's like, no, he definitely likes you. He really does like you. And my thing is, Marcy ain't dumb. She know he like her because he told her. So, girl, quit pining over Brad or ass and just move the fuck on. Please, please, please. So, she says, we know it's okay. You think he likes me enough to break the law? And he was like, what are you talking about? She said, well, Randal was kind of talking as if he didn't sign the divorce papers. What if Ian forged them just so that I can get divorced? And Brad said the thing that I said to myself too. He said, well, at least you divorced. You got dang on right. My thing is, if I'm married to a crazy ass person who is psychotic and a god dang on mental rapist, I wouldn't care how we got divorced. As long as it can hold up in court, I don't care if he say he didn't sign it. As long as the judge says, look, y'all divorced, you signed it, that's your signature, leave it at that. It's going to be what it's going to be. I would be okay with that. Because you wanted a divorce by any means necessary. And sometimes you just have to take what you get. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, she was saying, he was in here messing with me. And then she started having a lot of abdominal pain. And says, oh my God, go get the doctor. So Brad went out to get the doctor. From there, we see Esperanza coming, because Esperanza ain't never answered the goddamn phones. I ain't seen Esperanza take not one 911 call ever since I don't even think she was on the phone when Travis got killed. I think the last time she got a 911 call, it might have been hell when they were talking about Ramsey. That's probably when the hell it was. So she goes to Lucian. It's like, have you heard from Steven? And he's like, Esperanza, I'm not calling Steven. It's his day off. He's okay. She's like, no, but what if Eddie did something to him? Because Eddie said that he knew what time he left my house. And Lucian was like, Esperanza, I'm not getting into the middle of this, because if I call him and he answers, you're going to be mad. You're going to feel some kind of way. And she's like, no. I'm not going to feel any kind of way. I just want to know if he's okay. I think Eddie could have did something to him. I'm doing it because I'm concerned. He's like, so he calls Steven. And sure enough, Steven's like, hey, Lucian, what up? I'm looking like, oh, she looks salty. She looks salty, darling. And so he like, oh, hey, yeah, what's up, Steven? What you doing? He like, oh, nothing, just playing some golf on my off day. Oh, you're playing golf, huh? Okay. And he's like, what's up? He's like, oh, nothing, just checking in on you. And Esperanza looked stupid because he was okay. And it was funny because I was like, that's what you get. And because you told him that you did not want to be with him. So why would he answer your phone calls? Girl, bye. And he like, did Esperanza have you call me? He like, you know what? I don't know. I'll talk to you later. He like, she did have you call me. He laughed and they laughed. And then he hung up. And then Steven, they hung up the phone. I hate Facebook chain letters. I would delete a friend who sent me a goddamn on Facebook chain letter in Messenger. It irks my damn nerves. Anywho, so Esperanza walked away because she see that he just wasn't answering her goddamn call. I thought that was funny. Me personally. So we then see Randal has now took his ass down to Larry's office. Well, Larry ain't there, bruh. He ain't there, okay? He up in that goddamn truck somewhere. And he runs into Ian. Where's Larry? I'm so pissed off. He forged my signature. He switched my signature. I didn't sign my divorce papers, and I'm pissed off or whatever. So he pissed off and he tricked me to sign my divorce papers. And Ian like, bruh, you can get another girl. What are you being upset for? The divorce is a good thing. You just move on to life. He like, no, it's not. I'm divorced. I don't have no power. You don't get this. This isn't about a divorce. This is about revenge. I'm like, see, that's his problem. He's so focused on revenge, he ain't gonna never move on. My thing is, you already got your revenge because you've already made everybody's life a living hell. You're not even really living your own life because you're so focused about everybody else. But I digress. Ian like, look, calm down. Larry not here. He wouldn't do anything that unethical. Randal said, man, fuck you. I know what kind of work y'all do down here. I know what y'all do. It is probably true because he probably know strings that Larry has pulled for him. So I'm thinking he's probably fully aware of how far Larry would go to do some things. But we know Larry didn't do it. Ian did. But I like how Ian acted as if he had no idea what Randal was talking about. So, he just said, look, I'm going to be back here later on. And, Larry better be here. And if he ain't here, I'm going to come back and I won't be by myself. I know people. I know a DA and all these law people. And I'm like, bruh, you don't scare nobody. And Ian said, bruh, we don't care. We don't take idle to threats. And we'll be here waiting on your ass at the door. And he's sending Randal by his way. We then see Lucian. Lucian drives out to where he knew Eddie was at that goddamn abandoned truck. And what does he find? He finds Larry's body. I'm looking like, God damn it. Larry's still sitting up in there and he just, laying on the ground or whatever. And we think he dead. However, he's not dead. Nope, Larry is alive. They had us thinking for 2 episodes or 1 episode that he was dead. And he wasn't. His ass is knocked out because we see Lucian saying, damn it, Eddie. And the next thing we see, Lucian at the hospital, Eddie walk up. He like, what you calling me down here for, Lou? He like, look in there. I found Larry. And he look in the room and Larry alive and kicking. He like, damn. He like, yep. And he talking too. And I told him that we gonna take his statements. Come on, we gonna go in here. They go in there and show him 1, Larry is alive. 2, the only Larry alive, Steven in there with them, giving him little cups of plastic water. And Eddie, he like, oh, you thirsty? Eddie say, yeah. It must have been hot up in that truck. Steven say, how you know he was in the truck, Eddie? Eddie like, oh, it was just a guess. Larry get his fake ass story saying that, he was doing some sex games with some people and things got rough and, it just went too far and that's what it was. He don't tell on Eddie at all. And it pissed me off because why is it that every man that do something wrong on this show gets away with it but Kelly ass in jail for some bullshit that she really didn't even really mean to do or didn't have to do if the dude wasn't stalking her. I swear it's like Tyler Perry. Either Tyler Perry don't like women or he's trying to make men look better. I don't know which one it is. Either way it go, it irks my goddamn nerve. So, Lucian and Steven both like, all right, whatever, fine, this what you said happened, it is what it is. Then Eddie and Larry talk in private, and Larry tell him, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get even with you, Eddie, because you went too far. And even though I don't like Larry, I like how he threatened Eddie, saying, I'm not going to kill you, I'm not going to snitch on you, but I'm going to get your ass back. And then, Eddie saying, like, well, you in my word, not bitch. We gonna get, you struck first. All this bullshit, but I don't care. They can both take each other out. It can be just a double murder. Okay, just let them go. So the next thing that we see is, Dr. Lady talking to Brad, breaking the news to Brad that Marcy has lost the baby. And I swear, this is what I wrote, people. We see Doctor tell Brad Marcy lost the baby. And then I said, finally, ... I told y'all like 3 or 4 episodes ago, I said it consistently. Marcy has to lose that baby just to move on with her life. If Marcy would have been pregnant still, carrying Randall's baby, it would have just been a repeat of the whole scenario we had when Alex was pregnant and how Randall drove her ass crazy. And my thing is, who the fuck want to sit through Alex and Randall part 2, and this time it's just Marcy and Randall? We over that shit. We need to move on past that shit. I said it before. I said either Randall has to die or Marcy has to lose the baby. One of the two has to happen in order for the story to go forward. So I'm happy. I know this sounds horrible. I know this sounds harsh. Don't come at me, okay? This is a fictional show. I am happy that Marcy lost the baby. Completely happy, because I feel like she can now move on, and I feel like she can move on with Brad or with Ian. But my thing is, at this point, Randall now has nothing to hold over her. They're no longer married. She's no longer pregnant with his baby. She can fully have a full-fledged life and do whatever she needs to do without worrying about this motherfucker driving her crazy. So I was completely happy. They go in and tell Marcy she lost the baby, and she's very upset, saying how, Randall did this on purpose. He stressed me out. He wanted to kill me. He did this. He made me lose the baby. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Doctor saying like, we need to keep you here for overnight or whatever. I want to go home. Brad, go get the car. Take me home. And he like, okay. So the doctor kind of let her leave. Well, tell her they'll get her prepared to leave. And, when she in there by herself, of course, she just breaks down crying. And she has every right to cry for the baby, mourn the baby's loss and all that stuff. But I feel like somebody had to go. And clearly they haven't killed Randall's ass yet. So it made sense for them to let her have a miscarriage, because and she was under a lot of stress. And who wants to have a baby with Randall? I'm just saying. So, and I don't mean that to be cold-hearted, but I mean for the storyline purposes, she couldn't have that baby. She couldn't. She only could have had that baby literally if it was Brad's. She could not have a baby and it was Randall's. It would have been some fuckery and bullshit all up and through our TVs, and I ain't feel like hearing it. We then see Alex is at the house. She like called Esperanza for a minute, saying what if I just give in and give Randall what he want? It was a bullshit conversation, because she then said, I'm just rambling, I know I'll talk to you later. We then see Randall get home, and Alex goes over to his house and goes in the back of the shed, and he's like, where the fuck you going? Where you going? Now as that happens, we see a car ride past, and it's Brad. So Brad sees them two going in the back, going in the shed. This goddamn shed is gonna be the death of people. So, they in the back, and, she said how, I'm just so tired. I'm tired. I'm ready for this to be over. It's just been too much. It's been a whole bunch of fuckery and bullshit. I just need you to stop it and let it go and just move on. Randall said, well, you started it all and you've never said sorry. So then she's like, you know what? I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. I can't, I'm sorry. Just please stop this. I didn't care, honestly, because it was more a thing of him still kind of blaming her trying to apologize to him, thinking that she apologized enough, he'll move on. He Randall, he fucking crazy, he's not gonna do that. And he like, sometimes I'm tired too. Sometimes I just want to stop fighting, but you just make me so mad because I really loved you and you betrayed me, and you did that to me. And then I think about her, Marcy and Brad together. I'm like, but how you mad about Marcy and Brad when you up in this damn shed with this woman right now and still want to fuck her? He just so delusional. And she's like, look, if you can just forget about it and, move on, we can co-parent, we can rebuild our friendships with people. You can get visitations, see the baby, you can get him every weekend, you can come see him right now. I'll let you see him right now. He looks just like you. If you would just please just stop and, let us fix this and stop this whole madness. And then he then say, take your clothes off. I'm like, God damn it, Randall, that ain't what she here for. And she says, no, Randall, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what we need to do right now. He's so fixated. He like, take your clothes off. I'm like, please don't tell me he finna rape her. Because as he's saying, take your clothes off, he's trying to touch her and stuff. She's saying, no, Randall, no, Randall. I'm just like, okay, now she's a goddamn rape victim. I can't deal with it. She's like, I can't deal with it. And, he then starts to get on his knees trying to take her pants off. He's like, just let me. I'm looking like, look, we ain't seen Alex take a bath in 4 seasons, and you want to eat her twat? No. She been walking around all day in them same damn jeans for 4-5 episodes. Let her go take a shower. Don't you eat that girl twat and no goddamn gonna shit. And I think it's summertime. Don't do it. So, she's just saying, Randall, no, Randall. She's like, wait, you smell that? Wait, I smell gasoline. Is that gasoline? What's going on? Randall get up like, I do smell that. So they trying to, get out the shed. They can't get out because somebody didn't lock the door. Yes, honey, somebody didn't put like a crowbar in the door so they can't get out. And the whole damn shed is on fire. Oh my Lord Jesus, it's a fire and they can't get out. And I'm like, okay, they gonna kill Alex and Randall. Now what I don't need to happen is for the season to come back next, for the new season to come on and they somehow get out. No, I need one of them to die, preferably Randall. Just saying. And I'm like, okay, it's a whole fire. Like the whole thing on fire. They coughing. It's all the smoke. And we don't see who did it. We don't see if it was an adult, a child, a cat, a dog. It could have been Ian. Ian could have wanted to kill Randall to get it out the way. It could have been Brad because Brad is pissed off because he saw them go in the backyard. It could have been Marcy because remember, Marcy was getting out the hospital. So it's not that it's one person. It also could have been Eddie, because who knows what Eddie see. Eddie do all kind of stuff. So it's a lot of people who could have locked their ass. Hell, it could have been Alex and Brad kids who touted their mama fucking the black man next door. We don't know who did it. We have to wait until the next season, and let's hope and pray to God that is not a cliffhanger that we have to wait 4-5 seasons to figure out. Anywho, the last thing we see is Nellie's at home washing some dishes, and then she finally goes to read Kelly's letter. And she's reading it, and she's reading it, and she's reading it. And my note said, Nellie takes the letter Kelly wrote. It's a suicide note. I said that the minute I called her earlier. I said, Kelly gonna try to kill her goddamn self. She reading the note, and sure enough, it's a suicide note. So she runs to her phone. She calls Lucian. Lucian, go check on Kelly. He like, what? What's wrong? He was like, she said the note was a suicide note. She gonna kill herself. So he running to her cell, running. He get there. Kelly is hanging from the ceiling. She done hung herself in her cell. Now, of course, we don't know if she dead. Okay, we don't know that. I feel like they have to kill a major character because, as we know, this series is going off, I think, in 2 seasons, and they haven't killed any series regulars. So I feel like that's why they have Kelly in peril, they have Randall, and they have Alex. One of them 3 gonna die. We just don't know which one. Because again, when she was hanging from the thing, one, we don't know how long she been hanging. But she was dangling. It's a good possibility that she dead. At the same time, when Lucian ran in there, he then of course grabbed her feet and picked her up, so that she wasn't necessarily hanging. So it's a good chance that she isn't dead and that she can have some brain damage. Who knows? We have to wait until the next season. So I do like how the ending went on. Tyler Perry didn't give me too much crack in this episode, but I feel like The only way I'll say that the next season isn't crackhead, crack filled, crack dealer infested is if we get some answers to some questions. Even something as little as saying they found Andrew's body, he bled out, and he got ate by crocodile. All we found was his leg. Okay, I'm cool with that. Even if they say Pete is in witness protection and he's sitting there and he's sitting pretty until they can get some more stuff on Eddie, I'm cool with that. But the thing is, where the fuck is Ben at? Is Ben on, you know what I'm saying, FMLA because his hand fucked up? Like, where I need them to answer some questions, even in little itty bitty ways. You know what I'm saying? Where Claudia at? Is Claudia somewhere else undercover trying to get stuff on Eddie too? Like, I need them to just give me some answers. If you give me some answers, I won't say Tyler Perry is a crack dealer. And I'm done. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the season finale of Loving You Is Wrong. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I, of course, will be back tomorrow with new reviews for other shows. So don't worry, you guys. I'm always here serving you stuff to watch. So, peace.